Welcome to tonight's tips and tricks. Hello and good night, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Karat tips and tricks. Tonight, we are going to be going through some very important information. We're going to look at some of the principles that the wealthy use to actually accumulate their wealth. We're also going to be looking at a social media experiment, how many people know the value of gold. And then we're going to be looking at a way that people can accumulate assets and earn an income at the same time. We're going to be looking at an update for persons who are involved in this business on the commissions and payments. And we're also going to be getting some tips from our affiliate partners up in Bermuda. But to commence, we want to go straight into the 7 principles to become wealthy. Get your notepads out and take note. This is some very important information.
Do you want to know how to get rich? Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the story of Robert Kiyosaki. He had 2 dads. One had a PhD while the other had only finished 8th grade. Although both dads earned a significant amount of money, Poor Dad always struggled while Rich Dad was on his way to becoming one of the richest men in Hawaii. If you weren't born with rich parents, you can learn from Kiyosaki. To become wealthy, you can use the principles from this book. The first principle is the rich don't work for money. Let's look at John over here. He spends every hour of every day working for money. He's really mad at life and can't understand why he can never seem to get ahead. Over here, we have Ben. He makes the same amount of money as John, but Ben spends most of his time looking for assets to add to his collection. Both of these guys make the same amount of money, but John trades his time for money while Ben gets his money from assets. The lesson here is that the rich don't trade their time for money. Instead, they acquire assets to make money for them. One of my favorite quotes goes a little something like this. Most of the time, life does not talk to you. It just sort of pushes you around, and each push is life saying, wake up. If you want to become wealthy, you must know that people's lives are controlled by 2 emotions, fear and greed. I've had a lot of people tell me that they are not interested in money, but yet they'll work a job for 8 hours a day trying to get more of it. When not controlled properly, fear and desire can lead you into life's biggest trap. The second principle from the book is called financial literacy. If you want to get rich, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. Intelligence solves problems and produces money, but money without intelligence is money soon gone. Did you know that rich people acquire assets while the poor and the middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets? To become wealthy, you must understand the difference between a liability and an asset. All you have to remember is that assets put money into your pocket and liabilities take money out of it. This is one of the only rules you'll ever need to know if you want to become rich. A lack of financial knowledge is the number 1 reason why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The third principle from the book is mind your own business. To sum this principle up, the book is telling you that the rich focus on their assets while everyone else focuses on their income statements. To follow this principle, you need to build and maintain a strong group of assets. An asset might be a piece of real estate, a website, or anything that produces positive cash flow for you every single month. The fourth principle from the book is the power of corporations. If you're watching this video, you probably don't know that corporations are one of the biggest secrets of the rich, and they serve as a smarter way to play the game of life. The rich use corporations to take advantage of legal tax loopholes and protect their money. If you own a business and make a decent amount of money, you need to consider setting up a corporation. To get rich, the book says that you need to train your financial IQ, which is comprised of your knowledge across several broad subjects. To increase your financial IQ, you must increase your knowledge in the areas of accounting, investing, understanding markets, and the law. Accounting is for reading and understanding numbers, and investing is for using your money to make more money. Understanding markets is the science of supply and demand, and the law is understanding tax laws and how to keep more of your own money. Once again, a corporation is one of the biggest legal tax loopholes used by the rich to make and keep more of their money. Your financial IQ is a synergy of all of these skills and talents combined. Now, the fifth principle from the book is the rich invent money. This principle can be summed up as the rich seize opportunities to invent money. Remember that great opportunities are not seen with your eyes, they are seen with your mind. The single most powerful asset that you have is your mind, and if trained well, it can create enormous wealth for you. Another important point from the book is, in the real world, it is not the smart who get ahead, but the bold. This means that the bold, or risk takers, tend to make the most financial progress, even if they're not as smart as others. The sixth principle from the book says to work to learn, don't work for money. This means that rich people work to learn, and not for job security. If you want to get rich, you should know a little bit about a lot of subjects. One of my favorite quotes is, JOB is an acronym for just over broke. It means that focusing only on a job will prevent you from becoming truly wealthy. Now, the seventh principle from the book is overcoming obstacles. The primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they manage fear. Even if you have an excellent financial IQ, there are a few major obstacles that will hold you back from becoming rich. These obstacles are fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. Some people are so afraid of losing that they lose. Cynicism is the kind of like another word for self-doubt, and for many, it's a major obstacle. Laziness is another obstacle that we all struggle with. I remember after I first started getting results in the gym, and once I'd achieved what I considered to be a decent accomplishment, I started to get lazy, and I didn't want to go to the gym as much. The same laziness that prevented me from going to the gym can hold you back from becoming rich. Bad habits can have the same effect. Stop watching so much television and going out to drink on the weekends. The final obstacle that everyone must face is arrogance. Robert Kiyosaki said, "Every time I've been arrogant, I've lost money because I believed that what I didn't know wasn't important." Don't let arrogance steal your money. Now, let's look at the 10 steps to awaken your financial genius. Step number 1, find a reason greater than reality. The power of spirit. Have a strong reason to pursue financial independence. Step number 2, make daily choices. Choose your daily activities wisely to invest in your mind and goals. Step number 3, choose your friends carefully. Be careful who you choose to associate with. Step number 4, master a formula, then quickly move on to the next. Financial success is closely linked to how quickly you can learn new formulas for making money. Step number 5, always pay yourself first to enhance your self-discipline. If you can't control yourself, don't try to get rich. Step number 6, pay your brokers well. It's hard to measure the power of good advice. Step number 7, be an Indian giver. With the right deal, it is possible to get something for nothing. Try to make investments that offer you something for free, such as a piece of land. And step number 8, use assets to buy luxuries. You should always buy luxuries with income from assets and not loans. Step number 9, choose heroes. By having heroes, it becomes much easier to tap into your raw genius. And finally, step number 10, teach and you shall receive. When you need something, give what you want first, and it will come back to you in buckets. These are the main principles from Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
And that presentation, put together by the YouTube channel Far From Average, was How to Become Wealthy, a summary of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. And you would notice that in this summary, he would have focused on the 7 principles to become wealthy. Number 1, don't work for money. Acquire assets that make money work for you. The rich don't work for money. Now, it doesn't say that money is not important, but it's not the focus. The goal, the objective, is acquiring assets that make money work for you. In other words, to build assets as opposed to liabilities. It's not so much how much money you make, he goes on to say in number 2, but how much money you keep. There are some people who focused on making a lot of money, but at the same time, they may also have a lot of debts, a lot of commitments. So they don't really keep much. And in fact, some people have more commitments than the money they make. So the focus is not so much how much money you make, but how much you keep. There's some people who even jump into other businesses, and they see other people making a lot more money there, but they also have to spend a lot more money there. So it's not so much how much money you make, but how much you keep that is important. And the focus, again, number 3, is not what the income statements say, but on how much assets are accumulated. The wealthy focus on building their assets, because of course they understand that assets put money in your pocket, whereas liabilities take money out of your pocket. And one of the things that they do in order to help manage this is to have a business, to have a corporation, to save on taxes. One of the differences between being an employee and a business owner is that when you are an employee, the first thing that comes out of your income is tax. Whereas when you own a business, the last thing that is paid is tax. This is on the balance. After the business expenses come out, the tax is made on the balance. That is why many of the wealthy own businesses, own corporations, and save on taxes in that way, whereas the employees are the most heavily taxed. So holding a business is another way to help increase your take-home pay, so to speak. Next thing is to seize opportunities, to be a risk taker. Some people are afraid to take risk. Notice, this does not say that they're going to be reckless. Many people who are risk takers, many of the wealthy, they manage risk. They take calculated decisions based on the information that they have, and they move forward with that. If someone takes a chance, they have much better opportunities to be successful than someone who does not take any chances at all. And in this light, some persons may actually be poor. And by poor, we mean passing over opportunities repeatedly. So seize opportunities, be a risk taker. And the next thing, of course, is to work to learn. Don't work for money. People who actually do have to work, they learn skills. They learn how to deal with people. They look at systems. They look at how businesses function, how things operate. They look at what are the products and services that people want and how to deliver it to them more effectively, rather than just focusing on having a job. Because some people who focus on having a job are usually just over broke. So the wealthy actually use a job to learn, to look for opportunities that they can exploit. And therefore they would seek to overcome obstacles, overcome fear, cynicism. There are some people who are natural critics. They'll be critical of anything and they don't make any move forward. They stay in the same position. They don't progress. Some people are lazy. They know they have to do something, but they don't, and they stay in the same position. There's some people who have bad habits. They have bad spending habits. They have bad savings habits, and they just remain where they are. And some people are arrogant. In other words, there are some people who know everything. So when you share something with them, they don't take it on. In fact, if people share some things with you and you don't listen to what they have to say because you know everything, you can also remain poor and you can also remain in the rat race. So these are the 7 principles that the wealthy exercise. You will notice that the major thread running through all of these principles is to focus on building assets. So you may be saying, Michael, I'm hearing what you're saying. So where can I acquire these assets? And where can I have my own business where I can actually take advantage of what you said and save on taxes? Is there any place that I can get both of them in the same place? Well, I am so glad you asked. Here, I want to present to you a system which would allow you to acquire assets and you can earn a residual income when you help others do the same. I'd like to present to you Karatbars.
Help save our generation. Old Ben Franklin said, tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learned.
Karatbars International, an e-commerce company, has made available a simple wealth-building system for everyone on the planet who is 18 years of age and over, with 3 optional ways to participate. Option 1, Save Gold. We all start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start acquiring Karatbars Gold in small increments. Karatbars International has made it easy by making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Wealth Builders Worldwide, we call it Pay Yourself First. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Karatbars Gold weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You simply set it up, forget it, and then go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with physical gold. There are no fees of any kind. The account is completely free and takes less than 5 minutes to register. Every time you acquire Karatbars Gold, you're building your family's wealth. Option 2, Save and Earn. As an independent affiliate, you position yourself to be compensated monthly through the Unilevel System Compensation Plan. You are virtually in business for yourself in over 100 plus countries worldwide. Option 3, Maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which positions you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income-producing assets. Income that will build massive wealth. Some people have asked, why Karatbars? A Karatbars savings account gives you protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation. It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. Karatbars International has the only system in the world where you can get free gold. Gold is a store of wealth and value and is an appreciating asset. There are 3 major benefits of a Karatbars savings account. Number 1, you can now start saving physical gold in small increments. 2, Karatbars International puts you in position to build a global business from the comfort of your own home. And 3, there are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. Wealth Builders' worldwide mission: to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up. We believe this is a noble cause. Now, if you are a guest on the line today, get back to the person who invited you to this call and let them know you're ready to open your Karatbars savings account right now.
That is an awesome presentation. What I was saying before is that persons are looking for some way to accumulate wealth, to accumulate assets, and also to have a business that they can use to help write off their taxes and also basically establish some residual income. Instead of being poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly, they go through those 7 principles of becoming wealthy. There are some people who may look at that presentation and they want to get some more information. They say, Michael, that really looks good. You're going to really have one of 3 responses when you look at that introduction video. Number 1, some persons say, yes, gold, it's an asset building, I am in. I want to go. They basically add green. There's some people who are yellow. They say, yeah, it's important what you say, but there's some things I want to clarify first before moving forward. That's fine. And the third one say, I'm not really into the business thing, but let me I can still create a free account and just leave it at that. All right. So depending on which category you may fall in, let me just give you one other piece of information. What is the prices of the business packages? Now note that the account is free. Yes, that's right. As stated even in the video, the first option that people can have to be involved is basically to create a free gold savings account, in which case they could simply register for free and start accumulating gold regularly. That you would see in the wealth accumulation plan. That is in steps number 1 and 2. So persons can do that if they're not into building a business. They're quite fine with that. They don't want to follow the 7 principles of becoming wealthy. They just want to accumulate assets. That's great. They can do steps number 1 and 2. And if they know some persons who want to accumulate wealth, they can help others do the same thing too. But of course, as people are starting to be built and you say, hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind having an additional stream of income. I would not mind having residual income. I would like to have a business that I can use to help write off my taxes as well. You can obtain a multi-goal package for that leveraged income. That way you can accumulate gold and you can leverage on others, building on others saving gold as well, and also buying packages. Because when they do, you will get paid in cash and you're going to get paid in gold as well. You get cash gold in commissions and you also get classic gold in commissions. There's a difference between the two. When you get involved, you'll learn more about it. Don't worry about it too much right now. So the key thing is step 5, to continue to accumulate gold. Some people accumulate classic gold, some people accumulate cash gold, but the key thing is to have that discipline to pay yourself first. Save before you deal with any of your other expenses. Make sure you put aside your gram of gold, your 0.5 gram of gold, however much you can, every week or every month. Now, if you want to learn how to set up all of your accounts correctly, I'll encourage you to start right by going to mygoldrushtraining.com. There's a series of videos that will step you through bit by bit how to register, how to set up your KYC, and how to actually start to save regularly. It's very simple and straightforward to become a Karatbars affiliate and to become a Karatbars saver, right? So you want to become wealthy, Karatbars is a tool that can help you to get there. Now, we speak about gold, we speak about the importance of saving in gold, but why gold? Let's find out why. When we come back, we'll get an update on what's happening in the market.
Okay, got a new shipment. Let's see what we got here. Lovely. My gracious, real money. Shipped directly from wonderful company out of Germany. It pays to save in gold, my friends. It pays to save in gold. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. 15 grams.
That's Richard Augustus from Bermuda, who has received 15 grams of gold, and he just received it. Thank you so much, Richard, for sharing that with us. And also a big shout out to team members up in Bermuda. But what's happening with gold? We note that as of last week, gold had crossed the 2,000 mark and there was a correction. People were expecting a market correction for some time. All analysts were saying so. We expect a continuous uptrend of gold, but because of the steep trend, there was expected to be a pullback, and yes, the pullback came. Note that gold went to the highest point on the 6th of August, where it reached 2,070 US per ounce, or 66,000 US per kilogram. And then it had pulled back down to just over 1900, and then it went back up to 1944. Note that it still did not go below the 2011 record of 1905. Gold is still above that. If you look at the uptrend, if you were to draw a line, and if you look at a line here, people are talking about doing an upward trend for gold. It is going upwards. There's a steep curve here that was occurring over the past 2 weeks is something that would usually correct. Those who do trading on a regular basis can tell you that. When there's a steep trend, look for a correction. Some people talk about the different terms they have it, Fibonacci curves and stuff like that, where there'll be a pullback to a resistance and then it will continue upwards. And that pullback is what had happened over this past week, but you would notice that it's starting to go upward again, all right? So that is what's happening with gold. We are currently, as of today, at 1944. The main drop was minus 0.37%. Minus 0.37%. Do you know that the other assets, the other systems, even cryptos, that when they drop like, instead of 7 US, they'll drop like $600, $500 in a day. They can go up or down. It's very volatile. But gold here is showing a stability. Even with the drop from 2070 to about 1930, that's about $100 and something. Still, for the past 30 days, gold is still up 8.5%. Over the past 6 months, it's up 23%. Over the past year, 28%. And over the past 5 years, 75%. 611% over a 20-year period. What other mainline financial instrument do you know that will retain its wealth as much as gold? This is one of the reasons why many investors have seen gold as a store of value. And what has been happening with gold in other currencies? Of course, US is the world reserve currency, so many people look at the US price. But the price also changes in various currencies as well. In Trinidad and Tobago, this is where I live, gold peaked at 13,900 TT dollars, very close to $14,000 for 1 ounce. You know how much is an ounce? An ounce is so small it can fit in your hand. And yet, $13,000, almost $14,000 for that ounce. It has dropped to 13,145, but it's going back up again. The trend is continuing upward, my friends. What's happening in other countries in the region? What's happening in Jamaica? In Jamaican dollars, gold went up to a peak of 305,000 Jamaican dollars. 305,000 Jamaican dollars. It's now at 289,000, back on the upswing again. And what's happening in Venezuela? 19,000. It's now at 19,400. It went up to 20,500 bolivars. And it's now at 19,000. And again, back on the upswing. The patterns is almost the same, but of course, the percentage difference, I didn't show the percentage difference, but it is really significant when we look at Jamaican dollar in particular. So we're seeing the price of gold here. In the US, roughly 1,900, going up to 2,000 an ounce, between 19 to 200 an ounce, 1947, and it's going back up to 2,000. There was a social experiment that was done when the price of gold had reached around 1,700 an ounce. And let's take a look at what people's sentiments are on gold.
I'm Mark Dice. Welcome to What is the Price of Gold, where somebody's going to win this free 1 ounce gold coin if they can tell me what the price of gold is, plus or minus 25% on the market today. We're giving away a free 1 ounce gold coin today to the first person who can guess how much it's worth, plus or minus 25% in the commodities market.
Canadian coin.
Yeah, so that means it's worth less then?
Yep.
So you don't want to even play then? Doesn't even want to play because it's Canadian.
No idea.
Doesn't cost you any money to play. It's free to guess. Let me make it easier for you. Plus or minus 50% of its value. And the gold coin is yours for free.
$36.
$36 an ounce. Well, I have the dollar amount here in this envelope. You want to open that up and take a look, see if you're a winner? Drum roll, please. This could be your lucky day. It is how much?
$1,675.
$1,675. So you are
Loser.
incorrect. Thanks for playing.
$250.
Incorrect. It's a Canadian maple leaf.
$590 an ounce.
Incorrect. It's almost 17. But 500 at least is, I mean, I don't know if it's in the ballpark. It's in the park. I guess it's in the parking lot, which is pretty close.
1 ounce. 25 bucks.
Talking about gold today. You don't want any gold? I'll give you a free 1 ounce gold coin. I don't need it. You don't need a free 1 ounce gold coin. Who needs a free 1 ounce gold coin these days? I've done previous gold coin videos where I've tried to sell my 1 ounce gold coin for $5, $10. And a lot of people in the comment section think that the people that I approach thought that the coin was fake or that it was some sort of scam because nobody would sell gold on the street. So I decided to just give the coin away because obviously the point of the video is to show that a lot of people just have no idea how much gold is worth. Who wants a free ounce of gold? This guy wants a free ounce of gold. You don't want a free ounce of gold? All you gotta do is answer one question.
That's all right.
How much is this gold coin worth? How much?
I don't know.
Well, if you would have known, it would have been yours. Want to play What's the Price of Gold today?
Thank you.
It's a free 1 ounce gold coin if you know the value of gold today on the market. No, you don't want a gold coin. Just one guess. Doesn't cost any money to play. Have you ever held a 1 ounce gold coin? Oh, feel how heavy that is? Because gold is very dense. So it's very heavy for a small amount.
All right. So I just need to guess how much it costs?
You get one guess. You guess how much this is trading for on the commodities market today. Within 25% of the value, you win the coin.
About $120.
$120. I have the answer in this envelope. Why don't you open that up? You guess. What was your guess again?
$120.
$120. And the actual value today is?
$1,675.
$1,675. So you lose.
It's all right.
But thanks for playing.
Had fun. Thank you.
Any other final thoughts?
I wish I would have got the correct answer, but it's all right.
Well, now you know.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. You too.
Congratulations. You're the next contestant on What is the Price of Gold? You don't know. Well, it doesn't cost anything to play, but if you win this 1 ounce gold coin. So just guess how much this gold coin is worth. If you guess within half of its value, then it's yours. $3.
Sure.
$3. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are wrong. Yes. Now, if you were correct, you would have won this gold coin that's worth today almost $1,700.
Okay.
Better luck next time. Thanks for playing What's the Price of Gold? Well, thankfully, nobody won today on What's the Price of Gold. I'm Mark Dice. Thanks for watching.
Notice that nobody won. Mark Dice had done similar surveys with other things before, and as he stated, some people thought that maybe it wasn't the real thing. That's why he said he was giving it for free. And yet, even just a guess, the average person does not know the worth of gold. I think you can do a similar survey in the Caribbean region. You walk on the streets, while the news are broadcasting about these records that gold is reaching, the average person still does not know. So that's when we talk about it, when we talk about the importance of saving in gold, many people really don't know. So it's not like the market is saturated. Many people honestly don't know. And we have a chance to educate them, to let them know that gold can actually preserve their wealth as an asset does. We're going to look at some social media updates that was provided by the company and others in the field. And I'd like to start off by identifying this week's YouTube channel of the week. And this time I want to highlight Mr. Carlos Gonzalez and the Royal Gold Group. Royal Gold Group has a YouTube channel that you would find some very informative videos. And there's also a second set of videos that is currently being built up called the Underground Bunker. This is an archive of some of the key sessions that are held every Tuesday evening with King Carlos and the Underground Bunker, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, American Standard Time now. You would find an archive of some of the previous sessions. You would see there, for example, the importance or the power of staking. This is what we are moving towards with the mainnet coin. When you look at the latest news, we talk about going into staking. What is staking? What is it all about? Why is it important? Why is Karatbars bringing it onto us? We're looking at data protection strategies. And as much as we are getting involved with more things, crypto and so on, what are the things we have to look out for online? You look at some of the previous sessions in the Royal Gold Group channel, you would see the other data protection tips. You would find the information about Bitcoin halving. What is that about? You can learn. There's a lot of information here. What Carlos has been doing, he has taken himself the mission of helping to educate people within the Karatbars community about what this whole technology environment is about that we're going in, so that we can have a better appreciation of the technologies that are being introduced in Karatbars. So I want to thank you so much again, Carlos, who is based in Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to say you can stay tuned to the next Techno Shift. And in fact, we have coming up a virtual summit from the Royal Gold Academy. Royal Gold Academy is presenting its very first Virtual Summit 2020 and product pre-launch. In fact, the Royal Gold Academy has launched its own token in the education category. What do I mean by education category? Is this competing against anything with a mainnet or the V999? No, it isn't. V999 is a security token. The mainnet coin is a utility token. The RGA is an education token. And in fact, many of these actually work together. So once you come to this summit, you can get some more information about the rise of decentralized education, going beyond Bitcoin and altcoin growth, living under decentralized model, decentralized business, and much more. So this will be taking place from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the 24th of September 2020, that is next month. So you have some time to learn more about it, and stay tuned, you'll get some more information about registration details coming up soon. But we want to go into some more official corporate social media updates coming from the various channels. We have Facebook channel, we have a YouTube, Instagram, and Telegram. And of course, every week I take the opportunity to try to go through the various channels. Not everybody has a Facebook account, not everybody has an Instagram account, but we want to try to bring everything in. There were no major updates coming on the YouTube channel this week. However, we did get some updates on Facebook and Instagram. In fact, from Instagram, we got this note, which was also shared on Facebook, that Karatbars is currently in over 140 countries in the world. Karatbars gold products are available in small denominations. Where are you from? And if you're on the phone call and you're from various countries, you can feel free to type in the chat where you are from as well. All right? So we have various members of the Karatbars family all around the world. On the Karatbars International Facebook page, we got an information about becoming an influencer. It's stated here, markets change, so do customers. 2020 is an important year for Karatbars International. In addition to the classic products, new technologies, new solutions will be presented, and thus new markets will be conquered. Karatbars affiliates play a decisive role in this. We are essentially the marketing agents for Karatbars. Note, they should and must bring changes and new products to the markets and explain to customers the advantages of the innovations. Again, Carlos is one of those who's explaining the advantages of some of the innovations that's coming. It's up to us to understand, to learn and educate ourselves. This is also crucial because it defines the economic future of the affiliates. So we want to let others know to be a Karatbars influencer. And in fact, Harold Seitz on his Facebook page had made this announcement. He says he can't express how much he is missing the meetups with the Karatbars family. The energy of having all faces in one room. It's almost impossible to describe how great it makes me feel. He's referring to the times he's missing the chances that we had like 4 or 5 conferences in 1 year alone, in 2 years. And Harold has been actually meeting people face to face. However, because of COVID-19, many of these conferences have had to shut down. There was supposed to be a directors summit, a summit of the Gold Director Elites. I understand that one is coming up soon, but this will be virtual, and we're going to get some more information on that sometime soon, I'm sure. But he says here that he's looking forward to when COVID is basically, when the situation is improved, he can meet us all to feel the beautiful energy of meeting the affiliates once more. He says the best thing you need to remember, the future is ours. And note this, he says, we have plenty of incredibly cool new announcements coming your way. I can't wait to share these with you. Well, what do we have coming up? Well, we're not sure what else is coming up, but for now, let's hear what updates we had from corporate. Major updates from this week. We got some updates on the commission system. We got some emails. Some persons got emails. We got some latest news. And we're going to go through the card portal registration process to how to register for these commissions. Okay. So we spoke about the payment solution updates for the rollout process. Most everything else is complete and deployment is currently in progress. And we got an update from Marcus Bradko on the corporate update call. Well, we did not have a corporate update call. Because of commission issues, the company had put a pause on many of the other developments that was taking place, such as the K Academy and the crypto robotics and the V999 rollout and a couple of those other things, because they did say that their main focus was on the development or the resolution of the issues regarding commission payments. And before I put words in anybody's mouth, let Marcus tell us exactly what was going on. Let us give him.
So I'm coming up with some good news for today. So the process with the wallets is nearly completed. So 90% of all the affiliates, they received already the email to open up their wallet accounts. So there are still 10% left. There is still a problem with the IPE that will be fixed in the next 48 hours. So please just do me a favor. If you still don't receive an email so far to open the account, please, you don't need to mail to support anything. We are completely aware about it, about the situation. We know which affiliates still didn't receive an email. So we will fix these problems in the next 48 hours. So by the end of the week, everything is done. And then we can go next week to normal life back again. So that was for us the highest priority, to fix the payouts. So we have now a new credit card, debit card provider. So next week, everything goes now the right way as usual. So in the next 48 hours, all people that didn't receive any email will receive now an email, and the things will sort it out. And then there's a third group of people. They just made a mistake to open their e-wallets. So I'll give you an example. We have some cases. They wrote 3 times their own password wrong. So they will be blocked now. We will fix that beginning next week. So there are some people, they have they made something wrong to open the e-wallets. Also, these people, please don't send us an email. We are also aware of this. So when we solve the 10% are still open, then we will also help the people they made a mistake to open their e-wallets. So that will be also done latest next week. So we start that when we finished the 10%. So that's, I think it's a very good news. So from next week on, everything goes now the regular way. We are very happy for that. I just can tell you that took us a lot of time, sweat and blood. No blood, we did lost, but sweat a lot just to fix all these things. It's just an IT thing. And we really talking about big value, a lot of wallets, e-wallets. So to do that in once, it was not easy, but it's done now. So in the next 48 hours, everybody has the opportunity to open the e-wallet. Then please make sure that you order your physical debit card so that you can use your commission also on an ATM around the world. Good. Then, so that means when all these things are done, the next week we can continue with our products, with our ecosystem. So that means next week you will get now more updates about timelines, when comes what. We're working on that. I can't tell you at the moment if we can tell you all the dates next time. And please don't be focused on the exactly dates. We will come every week now with new information and new things that brings all of us forward. And the whole team is working hard on that. So the products are ready. Now it's just on the IT side to bring them to us and make them available. And that will be beginning next week, the next priority. And we're working very hard and fast on that it will be soon launched and ready for everybody.
Thank you very much, Marcus Bratchko. And one of the things you would have noted is that even the corporate update calls were put on pause until they got the payment issue rectified. That is the level of importance they had attached to it. So he said within 48 hours, this was stated on Wednesday, within 48 hours, we will get a further update on the commissions. So has that word been kept? Let's see. Yes, it has. We got a commission update this afternoon. Commission update. Dear affiliates and partners, this week we already paid a major part of the commissions to your new wallets. Because of technical issues, not all commissions have been transferred. So the commissions were paid, but not all have been transferred. All open commissions will be paid manually to your wallets from Monday to Friday next week. From Monday to Friday. So in other words, they're not waiting until Friday next week to start. They're starting from Monday to start to load it up. During this time, all technical issues will be solved so that from beginning overnight next week, all commissions will be transferred as usual. The objective is to have this outstanding issue closed, of course, to ensure that everything goes back to normal as of next week. And trust me, folks, I have been working as a project manager for roughly about 12 to 15 years, and I can tell you that technical issues are really something that is a challenge, and focus has to be given to make it correct. We cannot always stick to a date, because once you stick to a date and you deliver something that is not quality, that has bugs, that has issues in it, when you have to fix it, you have to fix it for much more people. You have to fix it for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands for people, when you can just fix it for about 10 or 12 in a test environment. It's better to get everything fixed and get it done properly than to put it out there and there's bugs. And many of us who were involved with the first implementations of the crypto, we know that they were really trying hard to meet dates and we were facing issues. I think it's better that they do the quality, but of course people need to eat, people need to get paid, so commissions are going out. This here on the left is a sample of what the email will look like, or when you click on the email, you come up to the card portal and your name will be displayed. You will see your virtual card is ready, and you'll get the process of how to register, which we will go through very shortly. But first, we want to go through an update that came from Synergy Gold Group that basically said some of the same things that Marcus had alluded to. The new card provider is programmed and loaded to the back office. Some of you, if you were to log into Karatbars.com and you click on the area where MasterCard used to be, you will not see the word MasterCard anymore. In fact, you may see something that you're not qualified to receive payment. That just shows that the updates are currently being made. Most likely you wouldn't be qualified because you have not done your KYC as yet. You did not validate your account as yet. When you validate your account, when you activate your account, it will become active. So that basically makes sense. It's not going to start off activated. It's going to start off in an unactivated state. And as stated here, you can, over the next couple of days, you will get commissions being paid into your account. So some of the smaller commissions are being paid out first, and then gradually all of them will be paid out, with the big ones being paid out last. You can order your physical card for free using standard mail. When we are registered and everything is set, we can actually order our card for free. I glossed over it just now. I don't know if you heard me properly. You can order your physical card for free using standard mail, which takes about 10 to 21 days or 2 to 3 weeks for delivery. Or you can request delivery by courier, meaning UPS, FedEx, DHL, whichever it is in your area. And that will include a delivery charge of approximately 55 US. Will take about 3 to 5 days, in other words, within 1 week, but you must have funds on the card in order to pay the courier fee. So in other words, you can pay for your commissions to get it delivered if you wish, if you want to get it quickly. Otherwise, you can order it for free using standard mail. But even without the physical card, you can actually use the virtual card information that they give you. And in fact, here, the very first step is to activate your account. You will receive an email from cardservices@portal.com with instructions, which is very intuitive. We will go through the process soon. Some people are already receiving mails that they have commissions loaded to their account. That is something that will be done on a regular basis. However, they still haven't received the first mail to activate the account. The company is aware of this and working to get a solution resolved so that everybody will get the original activation mail. Okay, so he did say he's working to get it closed off between now and during the week next week, right? So we must activate our accounts before we can log in, which makes sense. If you don't activate, how can you log in, right? Then you will be able to receive your commissions and order the physical card without additional KYCs. However, everybody will have to go through KYC in order to get full access to the payment system. In other words, you could technically just order the card. You don't have to do KYC to get your commissions. But to get full access to the payment system, you should. So sooner or later, you will have to do your KYC. So best get it done right away and get it out of the way for smooth sailing afterwards. Right now, let us go through a quick overview as to how to set up your payment account.
Hey guys, it's Kevin Robinson out of the Washington, D.C. area. Go Director Elite 3, top leader and trainer here with Karatbars International, Wealth Builders Worldwide, and the Union. Coming to you again with this quick video just to show you the short, quick process on how to register properly and obtain your new payment cards. If you want to get paid on any one of the 5 different times a month we get paid here with Karatbars, you want to pay attention to this video. Let's dive right into it. Let me share my screen with you guys. So, as of August the 7th, Karatbars International started sending out emails to all existing affiliates for our new payment. Once you guys go into your email addresses, you want to make sure not only do you look in your primary, but you want to look in your spam folder, your promotions folder, your social folder, whatever email account you have. Make sure you look in all of those different folders because it may have come in any one of those. What you're going to be looking for is an email from Card Services, cardservices@cardportal.com. Once you find that email, it's going to bring you to this screen. Hello, so-and-so. Your MasterCard virtual card is ready. Once you see getting started, directly underneath that will be an access code. For privacy, I've grayed out my access code, but you'll show an access code right there. You want to jot that down. You look through the quick 3 steps of instructions, go down and click on Activate Account. Once you go and click on Activate Account, it'll bring you to this screen here. You simply want to indicate your email address, and in that second box, you want to put in the access code that you just copied down from the email. Indicate that you're not a robot and click on Login. Once you click on Login, it's going to generate this screen you see here. It's letting you know that a one-time security code was sent to your email. You're going to go to your email and you're going to look for something similar to this. It's going to say Card Portal one-time security code. It's here at cardportal.com. Your one-time security code is going to show right there where mine is grayed out. You're going to take that one-time security code and enter it here. Once you enter it here, you'll click on Verify. Once you click on Verify, it'll bring you to this next screen, the card activation form. Now, this form is pretty simple and straightforward. You're pretty much confirming all of your personal information. But before you do that, the very first thing it asks you to do is to create your own new unique access code that you're going to use for future logins. Once you enter that access code and confirm it a second time, it's important that you select the ID type. Once you hit that drop down, it's going to give you a couple different options, passport, driver's license, etc. Whatever ID type you select, you want to make sure you enter the ID number that matches that ID type. You're going to confirm all of your personal information, click on that you've read and agreed to the cardholder terms, and simply click Activate. Once you activate, it'll bring you to the screen here, letting you know what your 4-digit PIN is that's linked to your card. Click OK. Once you click OK, you've successfully registered the virtual card. It's going to have your card number. It's going to show you your CVV number once you click on that. And it's going to let you know that although your virtual card is registered successfully, you have the option of getting a physical card. That's totally optional. I chose to get a physical card, as many of you may do just the same. You'll scroll down to the bottom where it says request physical card, and you'll click it. Once you click on request physical card, it'll bring you to this next screen. It's letting you know that the physical card is a free, no additional fee process. It's going to show you your prepaid MasterCard number. It's going to have the cardholder name, all of your shipping information, your contact information. You're going to verify that. You want to make sure you scroll down and you'll see where it has the standard shipping, and the delivery fee is absolutely free. If for any reason any of the information of your personal sections above are incorrect, it does give you the option to edit your profile at the bottom. Once you've confirmed all of that, you want to click on agree. Once you click on agree, it lets you know that your request was submitted successfully. You've done everything you needed to do to convert your virtual card to a physical plastic card, and simply click OK. Now, that process was concise, short. Make sure you guys forward this to your team members. Make sure you put them in position so they can get paid from this wonderful wealth building platform that we have here with Karatbars International. Until the next time, guys, I'm Kevin Robinson, and you guys take care.
Well, thank you so much, Kevin Robinson. That was a comprehensive explanation of what to do to get the card. This is really, really awesome. We're getting MasterCard again, folks. I don't know if you noticed that. The MasterCard. And type in the chat, how much does it cost to order the physical card at standard shipping? What's the cost? Free, freedom, as in freedom. Right. So this is awesome. Thank you very much. And you can refer to this chat. This video is actually going to be put on the goldcashflowsystem.com website as a tutorial on how to set up your cards, right? Okay, so next up, I want to just give you a quick overview for those who may not be aware of the various strategic partners that Karatbars has. Some people are a little bit confused. They're hearing crypto robotics, crypto data, Karatbit, K-Merchant, Intercash. What's all going on here? Well, what you see here on the screen is an overview of the various strategic partners that Karatbars has. Any company that goes in to do everything for themselves, they stretch themselves too thin. In order to deliver products and services to others effectively, one would need to have strategic partners. The ones you would see in the left, the top two, the bank group and ecosystem, are basically part of the Karatbars group of companies, so to speak. We have on the immediate left, you have the ecosystem. We have Karatbars itself. Of course, Karatbars corporation itself is where we would go to purchase gold products. We would go to purchase the ClassicGold. We'd go there to get the cash gold. We get there to get the business packages and stuff like that, right? We can even go there to purchase books. But if we want to pay using a payment system, we would have to go to CaratPay, which is part of the ecosystem. On the left, you would see CaratPay. CaratPay is to allow us to pay for products and services using gold. That is where it is referred to as Univals. We also have Karatbit. That is where we have our crypto wallets. So Karatbit is for crypto wallets. CaratPay is for the cash gold payment systems. And then we have the K-Merchant, which is the system that would allow merchants to receive payments for goods and services in Bitcoin or Ethereum or even the KBC as it is right now. It's going to be transformed in the future, But basically, these are the three elements of the ecosystem. We also have the bank group. We have the Gold Standard Bank, which we're going to hear more about coming down from the 15th of October, right? But that is where Joseph Haidt is the CEO of the Gold Standard Banking Group that is based in Frankfurt in Germany. We also have the Karat Coin Bank in Miami, which we're going to hear more about as well. That was established in 2018. And of course, we're working on getting crypto cards and other things. We're going to get more information on that. We have the KC Bank that was launched in Hong Kong in late 2018 as well. The KC Bank in Hong Kong is the company that does gold trading. They actually trade in gold for the Eastern market. So those companies are still there. We have Crypto Data through that company, the CEO of that company, you would probably know his name, Ovidio Toma. And they are delivering products such as the K1 Impulse phone, the WIM laptop, and to be announced, we have Global, which is a global blockchain network, right? That is, you would have seen a couple of weeks ago, a test satellite launched into the stratosphere to test communications. That is all being managed by Crypto Data, and which is one of the strategic partners of Karatbars. Crypto Robotics, as I stated before, the launch of this is ready, but the payment system came first. But Crypto Robotics is the company that does the robot trading. They do the copy trader. They do signals for persons who want to trade with their cryptos. And people can actually trade on other crypto wallets that people may have, including Kraken, Binance, CX.io, and other crypto wallets that people may have cryptos in. Crypto Robotics would not be able to withdraw deposit, but can trade on your behalf in those exchanges. We're going to get more information on that soon. And of course, we have the V999, which is based on the Stellar network that is to be launched soon, which we would have our security token, the stable coin. And we're going to be getting a debit card from that as well, a crypto card. We're going to look out for that soon. So here in a nutshell, of course, we have the operational partners. These are the things that keep the Karatbars system running and has been for many years. We have Nadir, which is one of the main precious metal refineries that provides the gold that is on the classic cards and the cash gold cards. The physical gold is supplied by Nadir. They are the LBMA certified refinery, and that is where we get the gold from. We also have FedEx that actually delivers gold to people. You would have seen before where Richard Augustus got his gold delivered from FedEx. People are getting gold delivered. I know some people are questioning when they're getting their gold, but actually gold has been being delivered. It's only within the past few months that we had delays in deliveries because of the COVID situation. But gold is going back out again, and that was evidence of it. Intercash. Before, our payment provider was Prepaid Financial Services. It is now Intercash. Intercash provides the card portal service that you would have seen before, where we're getting our new MasterCard. So there you go, folks. An overview of Karatbars and all of its strategic partners in one screen. This screen was actually vetted by Marcus Bratchko. I reached out to him to confirm, and he says at this point in time, it is correct. However, coming down to October 15th, there may be other strategic partners coming, but he cannot talk about it because the legal stuff is not yet complete. So stay tuned for more. But this, as a nutshell, to get an understanding of where everything is in Karatbars, this is it. Okay. So when we come back, we're going to get another updated test on the Classic Gold. Thank you very much again to the Underground Bunker Studios, again highlighting the importance. There's a lot of fiat currency on the table there, yet he finds real gold. And he asked the question, do you have real gold? Remember the habits of the wealthy. Do you accumulate assets? Do you have gold? When last have you saved gold in your account? Don't answer me. That's a question you have to ask yourself. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to escape the rat race, that is something you only you would be able to answer.
Again, in my previous video, you saw where I acid tested some of the gold that I took out of the cash gold. Now I'm going to do a more advanced test with a more advanced machine. It's called the Precious Metal Verifier Pro from Sigma Metalytics, okay? Now, I want you to pay attention to the screen here. I've already preset it to detect 24 karat gold, okay? And what you're looking for is for the arrow to just point in the green area. You see where it says pure gold? And you see to the bottom here where it says 5. That's 5 grams. And if you look over here to your left, you would notice that I have a 5 gram gold bar here, right? So this is what I'm going to test. And this here is a replica. So we're going to test that as well. So without further ado, let's carefully place this Karatbars card with the 5 gram gold in there, and let's look and see what happens. Notice it says that it's actually in the center. That means that it actually is 24 karat. Okay guys, so there you have it. This is 24 karat gold. Now let's test the replica. Let's go here. You see I'm not doing anything with the machine. I'm just leaving it because it does this automatically. Let's have a look and see what happens. Uh-oh. See what's happened here? It's in the red. That shows that it's not pure gold. Okay? Alright guys. Thank you very much for watching. This was an independent gold test. And I just want to say thanks to my friend who actually lent me this machine, Edward. Cheers, man. And thank you guys for watching. I want you to subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel. I want you guys to press like and share, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers guys, have a good day.
Thank you again, Nicole, for that fantastic test. Note, Karatbars did not send a special card for Nicole to test. He took this from his very own private collection. There is no way that Karatbars could have known that he was going to do this test, or that he does this sort of thing. But people have been doing this all around the world, taking random cards that they get for gold and taking it for test, and it is always coming out positive, 24 karat. I don't know if you're aware, but in the media, there are certain people in China that were caught, companies issuing fake gold, and they were actually using that fake gold as collateral for loans, and they were caught out. This is a very serious situation. There's a lot of fake gold in the world. That's why Karatbars takes a lot of care to ensure that we get the purest that there is, so that in the future, no one can come and say, hey, this is fake gold. So, as you can see here, there have been random tests taking place over the years, and the quality has not dropped one iota. We still have 24 karat gold. Why risk it to go to another company? People go on eBay, they buy gold, but a lot of the gold there is fake. We get it, the real thing, and we can also get gold commissions as well. What better can we get than that? Okay, so when we come back, we're going to get the tip of the week. This time we get tip of the week from same Richard Augustus from Bermuda, and he's going to give us a tip on a comparison between Bermuda CD versus gold savings over the period of time during which he has been saving gold.
First.
So wait a minute, hold your phone for a second. So this is HSBC fixed term deposit rates. So $5,000 to $1 million for 3 months less than 1%. Okay. 6 months, again, less than 1%. 1 year, less than 1%. 2 years, less than 1%. 3 years, less than 1%. 4 years, and 5 years, and so on. That's in US dollars. The best you can get with $1 million is 0.2886% after 5 years of them holding your $1 million. Okay. Conversely, in 5 years ago, if I was to take my money and put it in gold, US dollars, convert it into gold, 5 years, look at the change, look at the gains, 79, close to 80% gain in real money. Hang up the phone, and need I say more, you need to start saving in gold today. Contact me with the link below.
Wow. Wow. Don't know if you got that. But what Richard has shown is that compared to putting $1 million, $1 million in the CDs, after 5 years, they got about 5%. Whereas within 5 years, with gold, gold has appreciated over 75%. What an incredible comparison. Thank you, Richard, for that assessment and for that comparison. So persons would look at this. Persons would see the appreciation of gold. People would see how paper is not really appreciating. And do you know, there's some persons who would still look at this and walk away and continue to save in paper for the future. This is incredible. Trust me. When I first heard about Karatbars, I couldn't understand why when people hear about it, they don't get it. They don't get it. Yet a lot of people still don't get it. So that is what we have for those of you who are watching this for the first time. We're going to let you know that it just makes sense. The wealthy accumulate assets. And one of the best assets they usually accumulate is gold. That's why they say the rich keep getting richer. The poor or the middle class, they don't save in gold, they save in paper. And as time goes on, things get more expensive for them. That's why they are continually just over broke. Keep looking at their income statements. Let us stop focusing on our income statements and start to focus on our asset statements. Let's continue to accumulate our gold, to accumulate wealth in the various forms. And of course, to build this business to help others do the same. Because in Karatbars, we save money. We make money by helping others do the same as well. All right. So that would roughly be it. If you want to learn more, we encourage you to continue to stay plugged in. There are a lot of webinars taking place by Wealth Builders Worldwide. You can go to wealthbuildersworldwide.net and you can get a breakdown of all of the various sessions they have. Basically, a session every day, Monday to Saturday from 12 noon and 9 p.m. We also have 4 sessions taking place every day with another one of the major affiliate groups called Synergy Gold Group. You can go to synergygoldgroup.com and you'll get the listing of all of the areas. But we want to highly recommend these main sessions. Sunday nights, we have training, fast track training taking place from 9 p.m. at goldrocks.info, which is the Zoom link. We have the other days as a standard, as stated before, Monday to Saturday, 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, goldrocks.info, which is a Zoom link. You can get into those presentations. You would generally have to use a code WBW999. This is to ensure that there's some scammers that tend to hijack groups to put information. We want to ensure that only the relevant people come on. On every Monday at 9 p.m., we have the Synergy Team Huddle with Nita Nakos and her team to give us updates what's happening with the company. On Tuesday nights, we have Underground Bunker with King Carlos. Gives us an appreciation for the crypto world and the technology world that Karatbars is taking us in, so we can have a better idea of the perspectives. On Wednesday, on every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, we have the 4 Musketeers, or Gold Courtiers, or I don't know how to call them, Alfie Pino, Brian Crumley, Sean Maloney, and Tony de Govaya, Gold Director Elite Threes from various parts of the world. They opened the line for questions for people from the field, and also guests from corporate usually come on to give us updates, such as what Marcus Brashko did this week. We have locally Atkins Ferguson on Wednesday evenings and also Saturdays at times to be announced. You would have a special private gold reception introducing people to Karatbars. It is really, really an awesome session. If you've never been on one, I encourage you to do so. And we have 7:30 p.m. on Thursdays. We have training on 5 and 5 with Al Murray on goldrocks.info as well. 8 p.m. Fridays, tips and tricks, and 9 p.m. Cromley's coaching clinic. You will learn the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s about Karatbars business, and there's actually role play taking place. Different people on the call are encouraged to come on and participate in role play and to learn about how to share the business with others. So that would bring us to the end of today's session. At this time, I'd like to ask if anyone has any comments, questions, or feedback. This is basically considered Karat Caribbean open mic session. Feel free, raise your hand, or just unmute your mic and make your comment.
Hello.
Hello, Frank Castle. Welcome to the
call. Just want to commend you on a great call tonight. I really love the compact nature of the call and the information. Stirring up some emotions of excitement in me. You know, I love that ecosystem chart that you put up, showing all the partnerships and arms of the company. I want to continue to encourage you to keep on pressing. You are doing something that is change lives, you know. And as I'm here, one time I just want to say one quote. There's a quote I came upon recently. It says, if you want to know what will happen to you in the future, look at what your mind is doing now. If you want to know what will happen to you in the future, look at what your mind is doing now. And so I just want to say that, you know, what you're doing now, what your mind is doing now, shows that your future will be bright. And any person who is involved in this company, in this organization, I want to thank Karatbars for allowing me the opportunity to expand my understanding and knowledge in the crypto world. And of course, I want to apply Marlon Modest, and then via you, who continue to be a great support to myself and the team. I want to just thank you for the continued support. And I want to say that Karatbars has opened up such a great world of opportunity for me in my mind. And the Royal Gold Academy is one of the end results, or one of the results of that opening up of my mind and vision. And I'm looking forward to seeing the ecosystem of Karatbars roll out, because you never know how I'm going to integrate that even into what the Royal Gold Academy is launching soon. So I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to future partnerships as well, even with Karatbars, with my own project. So thank you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much. And you heard it, folks. That was King Carlos, Pastor Carlos Gonzalez, founder of the Royal Gold Academy. Thank you for those comments, and let's continue to make it happen and change lives for others.
Hey, Marlon here.
Hey, Marlon.
Hi. Hi, pleasant night, everyone. It's a fantastic time. Fantastic time. Michael, I just had a hideaway here, but listen, you are the best. You are the best. From week to week, we are here just getting the live thing. And I can tell you something here. Pastor Carlos said it here, of course. For the rest of the persons who are on the call, if you're here for the first time, you are here with one of the best. This guy, Michael Amann, he does not stop. He is here every single week, giving it to you, sharing the latest. Michael, hats off to you. Hats off to you. So, Michael, thanks again for all the support, because at the end of the day, you have been there 7 years. Congratulations on your 7-year anniversary. I know it's this month here coming up, sometime this month. We'll have a nice big celebration, maybe virtual, maybe a bottle of wine or something, you know. Something we'll do, all right? So peace and love.
Thank you very much, Marlon. Yes, I signed up for my Karatbars account on the 30th of August 2013. So we're getting close to that 7-year anniversary just now. Some people say 7 is a perfect number. I don't know, but it is going to be an awesome one. So good night, Annette. Welcome.
Hi, good night, Michael. I just want to say thank you so much for the generosity you really, really, really impart upon us. I mean, you have to be truly blessed for this. You'll be rewarded, I promise you. My question is on how many KYCs are we going to do? Are we going to do it for robotics? Are we going to do it for the V99? Are we going to do it for just about every time I look around, they want a KYC. So what are we talking about? How many are we going to do? Do you know?
That is a very good question, and thank you so much for raising it. It is one of the things I was supposed to mention on that chart. The reason that I showed the partnerships is that for compliance reasons, every entity, every company needs to have a know your customer. Karatbars cannot sneak somebody into another company saying they're KYC'd by Karatbars, but they may not be KYC'd by, let's say, Interbank. Interbank needs to have their own KYC, because if there is any investigation based on the anti-money laundering law and they need to investigate anyone, they're going to go to Interbank. Interbank is not going to say, hey, I'm going to send you to Karatbars. They have to have the information for all of their customers, because Interbank has customers that are not just Karatbars. They have everyone else. So every entity would need to have a KYC. There's also different regulations for crypto than it is for gold. So that's why we have a different KYC process for Karatbit than with Karatbars as well. Okay, for many different crypto companies, you would have different levels of KYCs to access a different amount of trading. And it's the same in Karatbit. Karatbit doesn't need to know all of your bank information and all that, but at least to know your name, address, and you are who you say you are. So that's why you have the bronze, silver, and gold KYC. Karatbars, all you need to do there is purchase package and buy gold. That's it. So you just do the ID and proof of address. That's it. They don't need your bank information. So yes, you're correct. Because of the various functions and the various different corporate entities, there would be a need for different KYCs. For just about every company we have to deal with. It's just the way it is. That's how compliance works. Thompson, okay. We'll also want to encourage everyone, as I stated on the call, everyone should go through mygoldrushtraining.com. Everyone should go through the basics on their own, go through My Gold Rush Training, and they can get most of the information they need. That's one.
Okay.
Two, I'll encourage persons to go to goldcashflowsystem.com, which also helps put things in perspective for persons.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, Michael, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to add to it, the gentleman said there'll be wine, and number 7 is not completion, number 8 is. 8 is the number of complete. I looked that up. 8 is the number
of completion. All right.
Yes, they said you should write an 8 on a piece of paper and put it in your wallet. And so next year, hopefully COVID being gone, I'm going to come down to Trinidad and celebrate with you.
Oh, thank you very much. And there's something about the number 8. If you put it in the wallet and it turns sideways, you get infinite possibilities.
Oh, great. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All the best, Michael. Thank you for so much.
Yes, Mario, you can go ahead.
Yes, good night, Michael, and to everyone listening. I just wanted to thank you for including at the beginning of this webinar the pointers from Robert Kiyosaki. It was very helpful to me in that it gave me an opportunity. And as much as I have learned a lot and read his book a few years ago, I don't think there's anybody who has given a full detail of the lifestyle and the approach one needs in order to become financially free better than Robert Kiyosaki. So that you did great with those pointers, and it gave gave me an opportunity hands-on to immediately evaluate each point as to where I am with respect to achieving those goals. So thank you so much. I think it's very important for all of us, especially new people. If there was any new member on this webinar, it would be a great asset to them. So thank you so much for that.
Thanks very much, Mario.
Hello?
Yes. Hi.
Hello?
Hi, good evening. This is good. Yeah. Yes.
Good evening. It's Galaxy J7. J7, yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to register on the V99 site.
Yep.
And I got an email. So I should confirm my email.
Okay, great. Mm-hmm.
But when I pressed on the button, it's not confirming. It's going like it's not picking up the site to confirm my email.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing it on a phone, so I wonder if I should use a computer instead.
Yeah, I think you can try it on the computer. You're correct. And note too that it's good that you got the email. There are persons who are trying to register and they're trying to use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's not working. I did a short video showing persons how to avoid that. So it's good that you did it properly. And note that information on V999, we will get more stuff on that as stated earlier from next week, because the focus was on getting people's commissions in place. But yeah, and once you register, you get that mail, you click on it, you should be okay. All right? That's fine. Okay, and what country are you from, by the way? Galaxy J7.
Hello?
Yes, which country are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Jamaica! Welcome to the Jamaicans on the chat, yeah. All right. Okay, appreciate your coming on, and thank you. And again, remember to reach out to your peers as well. Go ahead.
Okay. On the new side, are you going to have 2 coins on the new side, the V99 plus the new KBC?
Mm-hmm. The new KBC will be the mainnet coins. The mainnet coins, or which would be formerly KBC coins.
Yes.
The system would be using something a new system called staking, which would allow persons to increase their wealth. Right. I'll encourage you to go to You can go to Brighteon. You can look for the replay of this video. Look for the underground bunker where there's an introduction to staking that would give an explanation as to what will happen with those mainnet coins, the KBC. The V999 coins are the will be the stable coins, right? Which is backed by gold, and you can also look in the catalog of
are they like a store of value?
Yes, absolutely. The V999 will be an alternative to USDT, because USDT is backed by the US dollar. The V999 is backed by, each one is backed by 0.1 gram of gold. All right.
Okay.
And we get more information on that as the weeks go on. You can actually you can look on the YouTube channel when you see the video. There is a video that I did showing the difference between the two as well, the utility versus security coins. You could look at that and you'll get some really good information there, right?
Okay.
Okay. And to close off, I may want to bring someone on the spot, someone who can hablo español better than me, and who has a link. I had highlighted Venezuela on one of the slides, and she may have some first-hand knowledge of what's been happening in Venezuela. So I'd like to invite Forex Lassie to say a few words.
Hi, good night, everyone.
Hi, good night.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, Anna.
Sí.
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 Oui.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Hola.
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 Hi. Yeah. Nothing is really getting better in Venezuela. So yeah, so far I've been hearing from the Spanish side, the Venezuelan side, things are getting difficult for even the ones that are here sending food to the armies. It's been difficult where it's easy to send, but now by the time it reaches there, the police and the wilders and the police and well, in between there too, they'll be stopped and the food will be stolen, even when it reaches the docks. So it's getting difficult, and some of them are actually looking at different ways of buying Bitcoin and getting an account set up to send across, but that's just 0.001% of the people. And well, medicine is also getting harder.
Wow. For persons who didn't really get that, when sending money to people in Venezuela,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it is stolen before it reaches the intended recipient.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Or it may be confiscated.
Yes.
So many persons are looking for alternative ways to have money sent.
Yeah. And another thing is banks also, when they send like too much, it might just be 1,000 TT, that might be just too much. They will freeze the bank account.
They'll
So all
freeze the bank
avenues
account too?
yes, all avenues are getting so difficult for them. Yes, some people are still trying to go across, but with this COVID, most of them have stopped. I should say many boats are still coming across. There's only one or maybe two boats a night might be caught. So we're talking about more than, say, about 100 average people still coming through every night. But as I said, they cannot man all the waters. So and they don't have enough boats to actually man all the waters. A lot of Trinidadians are annoyed of the fact that they are coming in long before this COVID hit. But think about it. If this happens to us, we will be running out also, and going to Venezuela also if it was better over there. It's really, really difficult. One example, people have sent their children, I'm speaking about toddlers, go up alone on a boat with maybe one adult, different children from different families, thinking that somebody will save them across here, and they would stay back. They'd also stay back and just, take it on because at least their children will get fed. This is how bad it is. But most people, a lot of people in Trinidad don't understand the situation. So that's my tidbit.
Whoa. Thank you so much for that dose of reality there, Anna.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
De nada.
Yeah, wow. So many persons here in Trinidad and Tobago, whether you're in Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, or other parts of the world, some people may actually be complaining about their own government, their own administration, and complaining about the type of life they have. But know that there are people in other countries who are facing a much worse situation. Can you imagine your bank account being frozen just for receiving money to feed your family, to feed your household, that the monies are being intercepted in transit? That's forcing people to look for alternative ways just to live. And then when people are being told about different ways you can earn, you're being critical and you're turning it away, when there are people who are starving for an opportunity like this. There are many Venezuelans that I know of that are signing up, looking for different ways to register to get their account, because with Karatbars, not only can we save in gold, we can also transfer it digitally. And gold is a valued asset in Venezuela. I can tell you. I got feedback on that from the same Anna who used to work in gold mines across there. Gold is a
Yes,
valued asset.
very much so. You know how there were a lot of jewel stores here in Trinidad, but you don't see them much anymore. I mean, there was a certain time when you just walk down the streets, everybody wearing the gold. That is how it was in Venezuela also. But now, the last time I've been there was in 2018, 2 years ago. You will not see anybody wearing gold, but they will be wearing silver. A lot of them will be wearing silver. But that's about it. And if they had gold, they are storing that. They will not be, buying or selling. Only the ones that are actually in the gold mines. There are still a lot of gold mines right now. Only they would be the ones, who actually are coming out and buying and selling and that kind of thing. There's not compared to before. The country is rich, but with the situation, it's hard. It's hard, very hard for the people. But rich as usual, because I did go into this is where my family are in Tucupita. It's in Puerto and Maracaibo. But when we drove into, we reached Maracay, which is more in the middle past Caracas. Things were like normal there. When I passed through Caracas to Maracay, it was normal. You're seeing cars up and down, people working as usual, nothing. And that is the people who have jobs, who are wealthier. That is that side of the people. But when you go down in the poorer areas, it is difficult. There are huge lines. When I say huge lines just to get food. Maybe the richer in the area will go buy food in bulk and they will just sell it from their homes, from their gates. And at the time when I was also there, their cards, they were not given any money from the banks. You will see everybody line up by the ATM and you will get $10, $20. I'm talking about that worth in TT to use. And then now you're going to have to use this to pay a taxi to go back home. So it's in that situation, it's very, very difficult.
Mario, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to ask. I've been trying to find out from my relatives who are here in Trinidad, Venezuelan relatives who live here, who have their citizenship here, so they have benefited from that, but they haven't been able to get the kind of information to see to what extent and if there is trading in cryptocurrency in Venezuela or the opportunity to, maybe in the urban areas. And the reason why I'm assuming that would have been taking place is because I think it was since 2018, early 2019, the President Maduro expressed his country's, his government's intention to convert to a cryptocurrency market, all right, in light of the sanctions against the U.S. currency being used in Venezuela. All right, so I don't know if you can tell me to what extent there is that activity or possibility of cryptocurrency trading.
The only bit of information I have on the cryptocurrency is people who are actually have a PC or a laptop and started to learn a little about cryptocurrency and decided to get into, say, Bitcoin and open a wallet themselves. It's just a personal thing. To say about what the government was doing, no, I didn't get much more feedback, but people are doing this personally and trying to reach out to see what is the best way they could, beat the system and try to get around it. That's all I know about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna Karina. Thank you, Mario. And thank you for all on the call. I trust that the information provided has opened our ears, opened our minds to what we have, as many people don't. There are people in Venezuela who would jump at the opportunity to get it. They would take it off your neck or your wrist if they can, because they want it. And we are skylarking. We are taking our cool time with it. Accumulate our wealth, folks. Not just on a one-time thing, but make it a habit. Pay ourselves first, and we will be on the steps to becoming wealthy. Thanks a lot for coming on tonight's Karat Tips and Tricks, and look forward to seeing you on the next session. Good night, all.